Hey, Devi, guess what? Boing, boing, boing. It does sound like a trampoline of any kind.
Well, it is to you, Pinkie Pie. Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Duffy Duck here once again.
And I'm Pinkie Pie here. Hey, every pony and every brownie out there. Welcome back for some more of the Maxi Toys videos.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Let's Play of Mario Party, the top 100 for the Nintendo 3DS.
So last time we actually did manage to tackle through, the minigame match, despite the fact there was actually a really lackluster mode this time around though compared to Star Rush, because, there's only one board in this particular point of Mario Party the top 100, was supposed to be able to celebrate the history of the Mario Party games. Like, we already gone through all the 100 minigames to our disposal, which is great, but not enough with all the boards themselves. So that's a little bit too, well, meh.
So today for this episode, folks, is the fact that we're going to be moving on into the next mode in this game, by the forms of the championship battles.
Play 3 or 5 minigame battles to decide the championship.
So as you expected, much like in any other Mario Party games, except Star Rush, because Star Rush is all over the place when it comes to different modes throughout.
So much like how it does it in your forms of, let's just say, the minigame stadium battle mode in Mario Party 2,
and especially noticeable in the battle mode in your forms of Mario Party 3 and 4, and minigame tower from your forms of Mario Party 5, and bridge battle from Mario Party 6, volcano peril from Mario Party 7, and especially noticeable with Frenzy Showdown in Mario Party 8,
and step it up from both Mario Party 9 and DS,
and Balloon Race or Hot Air Hijinks from Mario Party Island Tour, and Coin Battle from Mario Party 10. We're going to be playing through the serious amount of minigames with a certain amount of points required to able to become a championship. So even then though,
we're about to get started here. So even then though, that yesterday that we actually did play as Mario last time,
and let's go ahead and select this time is the forms of Wario.
Yeah, because Wario needs to be on the shine right now, but even then though, let's go ahead and choose a, let's bring Waluigi back, and let's go ahead and duel the princesses, specifically Peach and Daisy.
And much like last time, we'll go ahead to select them on hard mode, just because we feel like showcase off of it.
And you can actually select either 3 battles or 5 battles.
Let's go for,
3 battles, because even then, despite it was actually significantly shorter,
but much like how it does in minigame match, is that before you jump into the main action, is that we need to select those minigame packs before we actually jump into the actual main mode itself. So even then, though, that,
the minigame you play when you pick from the selected minigame pack.
So even then, though, that, since we selected, Nintendo 64 pack last time from the minigame match,
and let's go ahead and just select,
let's go for Racing Pack, despite the fact that we have to cope with, the Speeding Bullets minigame.
But naturally speaking of such those that we have to purposely trying to cope with it.
Welcome to Championship Battles.
Oh really? Toadette was now the host in this particular mode. That's sad.
It's time to get started. Are you ready to do a battle? So on the serious note is that the first minigame we're going to go through here.
The first minigame is...
Oh, talk about that tradition, we have speeding bullets.
But even then though, that's, let's go ahead and do, again, usual gyroscope controls. I think it's a really bad idea to select this pack.
Yeah, I get a feeling for the same thing, so, well, let's just hoping if we actually do slightly a little bit more better, but again, the recording session is significantly messed up, but even then though, let's just hoping if, we've been able to actually improve upon this. And even then though, since that, we're gonna actually, come across into that and during later portion throughout in the, I would classify for Decathlon afterwards, but still, it's incredibly loose, and also it's very stiff too, when it comes to not only the motion controls themselves, but also the momentum as well. Like, as you can see here, we sometimes screwed over, which even then, it's not a good sign.
I don't know who's gonna catch up, but even then, I'm assuming that Rosalina's gonna catch up, or actually, Peach actually, because we kept on thinking of something else.
But regardless of such, if anything else for this was audible, we got a new record though.
So, yeah, I apologize for the lack of blurriness is involved around here, so let's go ahead and place that back onto the 3DS stand.
But that wasn't the only time we're going to be seeing that final time of speeding bullets after all.
Until Decathlon, that, well, we'll get to that in a moment.
So anyways, that's it for that minigame done.
And as you expected, on the bottom screen it tells you how much points you've win.
So, yeah, a few things I want to mention about this before you're actually able to actually continuously playing for those minigames.
According to the actual premise of the new announcements and all that stuff, Call of Duty doesn't stop there, however, because they somehow announced there's going to be a next installment of the Call of Duty Black Ops, and that's the forms of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Which is kind of strange, because even then note that in 2010 that we've got, obviously Call of Duty Black Ops for pretty much every single console at this point.
And especially noticeable in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, we got that in 2012.
Then 3 years later, we've got Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
And now in 2018, that we've got Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Or in this case, 4 even.
Oh, come on, we need to definitely get to the finish line, come on! Yes!
Alright. Even though we actually got screwed over twice due to getting that bad carrot token.
It's always so easy. I've always ended up run into those particular tokens so easily compared to the most healthy carrots already.
But if you think the battle itself might be over during the 3 matches, notice.
But it turns out it's ended quickly. But even then, no, that's probably because of how the fact that if they got at the same amount of points that we've got,
basically, that we pretty much guarantee that we might as well able to actually run into the quickest match of them all.
And no, let's not take a break now.
And speaking of size, let's do 5 matches this time to make it even a little bit more longer. And let's go ahead and just use Waluigi this time.
And that's all I can actually just decide to say for this point here.
And let's go ahead and just pick randomize. So let's pick Luigi, Yoshi, and Rosalina.
And let's do 5 battles. And this time around, let's go ahead and pick.
Let's just do.
I guess the Frosty Pack.
Because, basically for, you know, been a long time since we actually saw the winter environment, environments in any of the Mario Party games.
Here we go. Let's see a knockdown, drag-out battle.
So, yeah, it also disappoints me how the fact that both Toad and Toadette are now the host of the game, very much like how it does in Mario Party Advance for the Game Boy Advance.
But except that despite the fact it was actually on, well, obviously it's on the modern Mario Party games after all,
but I can't deny by that.
So anyways, once again we're going to be playing through Snowball Summit ever since, you know, the minigame match. I think that was the last time we played that minigame during the likes of the minigame match.
But even then, I accept the fact that we're actually going to be hoping to win for certain championship battles, so...
Even then, Waluigi already experienced Mario Party 3 minigames because, you know, his first ever debut in the Mario Party series was definitely Mario Party 3.
Because, you know, he's already unlocked from the start if you manage to play through party mode.
But then, when you get to story mode, that he's not a playable character, along with Daisy. So, you know, you get the idea with this little traditions there.
And, yeah, kind of think about it though, Pinkie Pie, that we're pretty much almost nearly towards the end of our Let's Play of Mario Party the Top 100, because after all, we got ourselves a couple of modes to go through,
and after all that, then we're pretty much done with the Top 100. I'm not kidding, I'm saying that because, well, obviously, unlike in any other Mario Party games,
that, this is probably the shortest package of the bunch.
Anyways, there's Snowball time. We're not so lucky this time.
Because, you know, we screwed up for these little slip-up buttons, though.
But of course, that, since, after all, that I do apologize if my voice has actually gone a bit further away from the actual recording.
It's probably because that, we've almost lose our stylus again, which even then, though,
that's the only problem with, 3DS systems every now and then, is that if you think about trying to actually placing those, stylus all over the place,
but then it turns out that you've accidentally missed one, or in this case lost one if you managed to last time dropping it. Which even then, that does become problematic. So anyways though, yeah, we accidentally just screwed up in Snow World, which even though, unlike in the Minigame Island counterpart, that we managed to done it pretty, darn well. But anyways though, so, we're actually on the tie with Rosalina, expecting for a payback of any sort. And let's go ahead and just, select the next 3, which are, Speed Hockey. So what are we gonna team up with? And it looks like we're going to team up with Luigi. And we're going to compete against with Yoshi and Rosalina. I'm really hoping if Rosalina can able to anticipate for ice hockey throughout in the majority of the Winter Olympic events. But even though we don't know exactly for sure, but naturally that's all I can cover for. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Luigi, don't screw us up. You screwed us. See, this is what I mean when it comes to speed hockey in general. I'm really not a big fan of this minigame. It's probably because, it's really difficult to actually just to keep in track of the shell department, and also in addition to that, it makes it incredibly, difficult to lose. It's really easy to lose your track of yourself if you manage to aim for the shell directly, but naturally though, it maybe seems a little bit more of in common sense. So anyways, we got 2 minigames left, so which one are we gonna go for? Well, we got ourselves 2-bit later skater. Okay, we'll definitely have to win this minigame for sure, until we actually claim our championship winning. So let's go ahead and anticipate it. And convenient enough though, this might be the first time that Rosalina can actually anticipate for ice skating events this time, as opposed to in, oh, speaking of such, Rosalina's in the lead. Excuse me. I don't know why I haven't commentated on things, because we were concentrating, so.
Sweet, new record. We deserve a new rank, thank you.
So, yeah, naturally later skater is actually very easy, no matter, without a doubt it though.
Anyway, and I believe we're now moving on to the last minigame of the bunch, in a Frosty pack anyway.
Because we're now in sudden death now, so even then though, that's how we ended up in the final round.
So, yep, we're just 2-bit to lose it. So,
well, it doesn't matter to actually roll that though, Toadette, because we already started this minigame up.
But I guess not much else to talk for this point of the championship battles, because, you know, there's not much else to do for this part, actually.
So anyways, let's get on with this.
And this time we're gonna be on the team of 3 this time, so now we can able to... Whoa! What's up with momentum?
Yeah, the momentum almost screwed us over. Oh my god!
Yep, expecting that we need to dodge a lot of those things a lot, and hopefully, God forbid, don't get hit by Luigi's contraptions!
Okay, come on, Yoshi. I know you definitely did win during the likes of the minigame island, but, well, at least we did one though, at least.
Yep.
But even then, though, that much like how it does it in your forms of the, pretty much the majority of the extra stuff of how this game will offer us to be like, this video will have to be significantly shorter, so
all the minigames are finished. And our champion this time is
between us and Rosalina, so we both got 3 points, or in this case 3 victories.
So yeah, pretty swell, for a tiebreaker I should say.
So anyway though,
so I'm guessing we'll have to end things off for this point right here, because again, this video is significantly shorter than the others, so you know.
So I'm guessing that next time around though, in your forms of Mario Party the Top 100, is the fact that we're going to be moving on into the next mode in this game, Decathlon.
Oh boy, my favorite.
Less is hype, so see you guys next time.
Later fellas, and every pony.